and I have a huge treat for you today. We are here with Paula Salvatore, who is the VP of Capitol Studios, and we are in Capitol Studios. We are in the famous hallway where so many music legends have passed through. That is the famous quiet recording area sign, and Paula's going to show us around a little bit, and we're going to go have a chat in Studio A.
Well,
Let's
nice
go.
to have you all here. Come on.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're
Can I
good.
walk right in when you get through?
We got a famous studio person here.
Best studio in the world.
Thank you. These are the very secret doors that only certain people can pass through.
You have to be booked.
And we are lucky today. All right, let's have Paula sit down.
Oh, thank you, Jenna.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
Wow,
being here.
This is so exciting.
So this is the control room. This is the engineering room for Studio A. And this is just, I mean, there's so many legends who have passed through, you know, this studio and who have recorded in this very space. Can you tell us
Yeah.
about a few of them?
Yeah, well, you know, everyone, I even met Frank Sinatra here, to Paul McCartney, Diana Krall, James Taylor.
Small
you know.
people,
Yeah,
small time.
it's just hard to rattle them off, but, you know, all the greats have been through here. It's,
Legends.
you know, yeah.
It's amazing. It's so inspiring to be in this place where so much amazing music has been made. And you are a huge part of that. You are, you know, Paula has been here in this space, in this job for quite a while, and you have had such a large part in so many great musical moments. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came to be VP of Capitol Studios? It's a big job, and you do it so well.
Yeah.
So how did you get here?
I mean, I was lucky enough to be here when this room was renovated, because when the place opened up in '56, it was different.
Yeah.
So it was brand new when I got in 1990. But before that, you know, I just always wanted to be a piano player, musician, you know, writer. But I ended up getting a sewing machine, so I went to school in Boston near Berkeley.
Yes,
school
we're
of
both
music.
we're both Boston people. So.
Yeah, and I went there to. I figured I'll make their clothes and get in the band. You know.
There you go. That's a good way to do it.
After 2 years, came to California and just kind of seeking out music. You know, finding my hidden way in. And I got a job at a record store. And from there, I found out someone had left a recording studio, asked somebody what I need to know, and they gave me a few slogans. And I went in and got myself hired.
Good for
Got
you.
lucky.
See?
And
You could do it.
Realized, you know, once you sneak in, don't sneak out. So then
No, definitely.
from there, I met another person that said they need you at Sound City. And I ended up spending 80s in there.
Great.
And thank you, Dave Grohl, because
All right.
he made the movie 20 years later.
Yes.
And but I was at Sound City, and they called me, and they would need someone at Capitol. I'm like, okay. And so that's what it's been 26 and a half years later.
That's amazing. That's
Music is addictive, right?
Yes, it is. Once it's part of your life, it's always
Yeah.
part of your life,
Yeah.
right? And so tell us. So, what are some of your favorite memories here? Do you have a couple anecdotes, maybe some favorite stories about, I don't know, maybe Paul McCartney coming in or somebody like that?
You know, ever since I first started, Paul McCartney was here, some press interviews, and I almost fainted, but got to meet him then. So now, you know, first name basis.
Yeah,
Easy for him to remember.
It's your buddy Paul.
And,
Paul and Paula.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a way you get intimately friendly with them because they're on the creative process. You know, John Mayer, you know, and you know, like I said, we did Frank Sinatra's duets 1 and 2 here with great producers, Phil Ramone, Al Schmidt, you know, Tommy LaPuma, and just people like Diana Krall.
Yeah.
And we did Paul McCartney Kisses on the Bottom here. It was
Cool.
live on iTunes, and that was in 2012.
Great.
And just so many events, concerts, and yeah.
And
We
it
just
keeps going.
celebrated our 60th
I know
anniversary.
you could never. Yes, your 60th anniversary, which is huge, and I know there were a lot of things going on with that. You opened the studio for to the public for like one of the first times ever, right?
Yeah.
And you had a big vinyl festival and all these things, and it's such a celebration. I mean, this place, everybody knows the Capitol building, right?
Trying to share it with everybody.
Everybody
right?
knows about those famous echo chambers below, and it's. This studio, you can tell why people love recording here because it's so organic.
Yeah, we like to make it a one-stop shopping. You know, you come here, write your demos, then record them, then master, and then make a vinyl, even cut a vinyl master.
Yeah,
you know,
by which I've seen upstairs. Yes, hopefully get the record deal. I'm waiting for mine.
Oh boy.
But it's so important. You know, where you record is important. What you get from Capitol is really this sense of family. You know, and
that is a
you
good.
see that.
Yeah, it's a total team effort. I have the greatest crew in the world. You know, Art Kelm, Patrick Krause are the leaders, and my engineers, my setup guys. The engineers are doing their own projects now, and the setup personnel that's just growing and learning, and everybody gets a little opportunity, and they work hard. They work like 24/7.
And so many people that I talk to, describe you as kind of the mama bear around here. You
Yeah.
know, they have the utmost respect for you, and they really.
Thank you.
They do. No, they do, and they really appreciate the work
Yeah.
you do. And I think part of that is, you bring this, because you're a woman, you bring this different energy and to it. And I'd love to hear maybe a little bit about
Yeah.
that, like how that positively
Yeah,
influences, the work you do.
The management styles are the same for men and women,
Yeah.
and it's all about the hard work you put in, the
Yes,
diligence,
and I know
and
you
you have to
work
stay in the trenches.
Right.
And they see that, and they know that, and they want to stay with you.
Yeah.
But being a woman, I think it's a little easier in a studio because you're working with a lot of males, and they need coaxing, cajoling. And I think it's easier.
Somebody to
"You
make
having
them
a
do
hard
it.
day? Are you having trouble with your lyrics?
I can help you.
Yeah.
And then you get the writing credit, right?
No, I don't. Can't do that, But it is warm. It's a family, At the same time, it's very professional. It's very technical. So you have to keep up with all the levels. And
Did you have a technical background, or is
No.
that something that you had to learn?
no, I didn't have to learn it. I'm codependent on all my engineers. I have trouble with my computer or my CD player. I call somebody.
But yet you're in this, really
Yeah.
job that
I
demands.
know the terms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
You-
demands technical expertise.
You familiar yourself with terms and things, and you show people that you can solve the problem by going to people who
Right.
can solve it. Yeah.
And I think that's very true. In a lot of industries, you have people who manage engineers, or you have, you manage kind of more the tech people. But it takes that emotional intelligence to do that.
Right.
Which it's
And
nice
I
to have
learn
both
more
of that.
than my capacity sometimes. I come down because if there's something that happened, I have to explain to the client. I got to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then when I can stop making comments on it, that's when I scare them. It's like.
All right. I love it. Well, just to remind you guys, we're here live from the Women with Paula Salvatore, of VP of Capitol Studios, and I think we have a question, so we're going to take that real quick. What's the question?
The question is for Paula. What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome to get where you are today?
Ooh.
I think the biggest hurdle was to hold my emotions, so not be affected by everything and not make a fuss, and try to let your own time, do it in your own time, and have a lot of patience, and
Because recording's a long process.
yeah, even
Right?
well, not even the recording. I mean, as far as dealing with recording and people changing their minds and stuff juggling all around. So it's a juggling with patience,
Right.
Yeah.
So
that question was from Lucy. She also has a second question.
Great. Thanks,
Who was
Lucy.
the one musician or what event that you experienced that made you realize you were living your dream job?
Ooh.
So I guess, did you have a moment where you realized this was your dream job?
Yeah, there were a lot of moments, a lot of big dreams in the cloud there. But I think it was in 1993, and Frank Sinatra came in with a big orchestra, and I was in my office, and I heard "Come Fly With Me," and I just flew down here, sat on the couch, and stayed there for 3 hours. It's just I realized that.
That's amazing.
With Frank Sinatra, and then of course Paul McCartney.
Anything to do with Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
just whenever he's
time,
around.
The time stands still.
Those are pretty good moments. Like most of us are like, when I saw this mid-level person
Frank
playing,
Sinatra.
Paul was like, yeah, when Frank Sinatra and
Frank
I
Sinatra gave me a kiss too.
when Frank Sinatra gave you a kiss.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
I'm
I can't
sorry.
even.
I'm sorry.
That's amazing. This shows you how cool this lady is. We love the questions. Lucy, thank you for asking. And if anybody else out there has a couple questions, we'd love to take those too. I'm going to ask another one of mine, which is maybe, do you have any advice for girls out there? I think it's so great what you were saying about you picked up the technical skills and things like that on the job. And I think that's a really important point to press home to all people. I mean, to everyone, that you don't always have to be immediately perfect before you get the job, but you have to learn on the job. So do you have any advice for young girls looking to, get into the music industry?
With a lot of my mentors, like Althea Mathis, Rose Manchurni, and Leela Greenstone, they just show me to be professional is number one.
Yep.
I mean, we're in this industry, if you're going to get in music, entertainment industry, it's very loose, but it's very tight. So you have to really watch You know, watch what you do, watch what you say and hang on, and your attitude. And you have to have an attitude that makes you go beyond your job. I'm not talking about taking someone else's job. I'm talking about, but you give it 150%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went past 110.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love 150.
Yeah. But
I'll take
that's it.
150
You
any
have
day.
to, know that you're there to get the job done, no matter what.
I love that. That's so right.
Yeah.
And I know we've got some people coming into the studio to record, so I think we're going to wrap it up in just a minute. We want to thank Paula so much for being here. We really appreciate
thank you.
for taking the time.
What a nice surprise.
This is a working recording studio, so we got a session that's coming in right now, so we got to say goodbye from the women, from Paula Salvatore. We love her. She is a She Rocks Award winner, and she just is such a huge supporter of women. She's, one of my inspirations in this industry. I'm so lucky to know her, and thank you, Paula.
I got lovely women around me.
Do you have any parting words?
Love your friends. I have so many good women around me, and be the team that you need to be.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining us
you.
today.
Come back
We'll
soon.
see you soon. Thank you.